Hey y'all, welcome back to Str8 Talk. I know y'all missed us. It's Str8 Talk, no BS. I'm Jay, I'm your host. We have Tanya on the side of me. We have Francis Taz up in the right hand corner. We have Nate down in the right hand corner. And then we have a guest. Swalo. What's up, Swalo?
What's going on? What's going on? How's everybody doing?
Nothing much.
Right. We are doing.
I'm glad you could join us tonight and talk about this topic here. Anyway, y'all, tonight we're going to be talking about polyamorous relationships. What y'all think about that polyamorous stuff?
Poly,
many. So for the audience who don't know, polyamorous relationship is pretty much just...
What, child? You so goofy. I got to look over this nut right here because she extra.
No, I'm about to say something. I was about to say something so crazy, sharing many asses, but I ain't gonna go there.
But seriously, though, I mean, but not all of them are that way in that aspect,
Yeah,
physical.
we're gonna get on that. We're gonna talk about
the fact of multiple relationships at the same time with multiple different people, whether it's the same sex, different sex, mixture of all. Just many relationships. At the same time, with everybody knowing about each other. Let me make that,
Well, a lot of people think that's just a clever way of cheating. Nay, do you think that's a clever way of cheating? If your man came to you right now today and told you that he wanted to be in a poly relationship, he wanted to make y'all's relationship a polyamorous relationship, what would you say?
Answer honestly, Nate. Yeah, don't sit there and front. Because look here, if Gray came to you right now, what you gonna say?
The same thing he asked me as far as a threesome, and I'm not gonna sit on here and say he's never asked because he has. That's a man's fantasy. But at the end of the day, me as a woman, I ain't gonna be able to do it because what can she do for you that I can't do? I'm just trying to understand the dynamic. What can she?
So you selfish is what you're saying.
Yeah. I mean, to each his own. I'm not passing judgment on anybody. Hey, whatever floats your boat, floats your boat. But at the end of the day, if you and I are a couple, why do you need an extensive partner to do something that I can do? Shit, it ain't nothing in the bedroom that I won't do. I mean,
all right, Nate.
What if it's another woman that come in and help pay some of the bills?
I'm dumb.
She come in and help take the load off you. You know what I'm saying?
If she can come in and pay half of that $1,900 mortgage, then bitch, come on in here.
Oh, you in for the poly?
You gonna do it? Because she has a role. She has a place. I get you.
Because I'm telling you, my social security don't go far. Okay, bitch, if you gonna come on in, come on. Well, how you like? Well done.
She said her social security don't go far.
That fool said, "How you like your chicken?" Well
let me tell you
done.
Something. You can be the primary in the relationship. And for y'all who don't know, there are some poly relationships to where one person is the primary person, meaning that they're the main one. They don't actually mess around with the extra person. No,
the mainstream.
No, I said that wrong.
Okay.
They do, but they're mainly in control of the relationship, telling everybody else what to do.
We'll get into that. Francis, what you feeling about it?
And they would love that.
Oh, she would.
She would love being the primary, dictating everything.
In the bedroom, now as the man, you want to run the house, but in the bedroom is what I want.
They said, what name?
Taz, what about you?
What about
you? If T came to you today and said, "Hey,"
you might as well don't finish.
I don't even need to finish it.
So she can't even come on in.
Do y'all know where the morgue is?
Damn.
Do y'all have a nice church where we can go set up at?
Dumb.
Let me explain something to
Damn.
you. I'm not with it. I don't want that. I'm just. It's
to
not.
Each his own, right?
I'm like Cynthia. To each his own. I don't like it. It's just not for me. Yes, I'm stingy, and I'm all vocal. I don't like Shan. They tried to teach me that in school, but I just didn't grasp that part of it. No, it's not.
What about you, Swalo?
Oh man. Okay. Taz. Okay, you know what? To me, it's like to each his own. I wouldn't do it, but now I cannot say I have not done that. I cannot.
That's what I was just about to say.
I have.
Okay, wait.
That's what I was just about to say.
What was the first part of that answer?
She said that she wouldn't do it.
Wouldn't do it.
Yeah. But
I
you've
wouldn't
been
do it, but
in
I
it.
cannot say that I have not lived that life. When I was younger, yes, I did live. I lived that life where every female knew about every female, but don't disrespect me in front of the other one. If you see me with one, really, you don't even have to speak. You know, don't even really acknowledge me. Just go on about your business, and everything will be
Now
fine.
that's dangerous.
But
I'm
That sound
thinking,
more
but
like a
that
pimp.
but I'm thinking,
yeah.
See, we can't get it mixed up.
glorified pimp,
But that's why I was
Polyamorous
like,
and pimp.
but
P and
no,
Okay,
that's
P,
but
why I was
no,
pimp.
like, it was.
we
It's kind of sort of the same because
mm,
they knew
no,
everybody knew
but
about each other.
no. It's not only the knowing part; it's the also engaging in sex all at one time.
Oh nah, nah,
If all that happened,
I'm not gonna
then
do that.
yeah,
Nah,
it,
nah,
it's
nah.
it's it's
I've
it's
never.
more than just them knowing. It's also the sexual activity. That's what makes it the
No,
poly.
no, no.
No,
That's
I was gonna
No,
say
no.
now through I didn't really I have my own preconceived idea about what a polyamorous relationship or poly. There's several, just to put that out there. There's so many different dynamics and dimensions that this stuff goes to. So I'll just generally call it poly. Okay, so I have my own preconceived idea about what that is and what it stood for. I'm thinking that that's just like Jay said, it's just a glorified way or an acceptable way of saying you want to cheat and have many people or just have your cake
mm-hmm.
and eat it too in several different pots. But when you say that having the sexual part makes it what differentiates it or distinctly makes it poly? Well, through finding out more, it's not just that. There are some poly relationships where it's an emotional thing where they show that kind of support with each other emotionally. You understand what I'm saying? Like the main two, of course, they're probably more intimate, but the extensions in their family or whatever don't. They just see each other for emotional support for various different things. It's not all just sexual things going on with everybody.
No,
And that's
but do
one of
they
the
all
things
know?
that my friend that's in a poly relationship, she
Yeah,
wanted
and
to,
yes, they do
she,
all know.
Okay,
she
see,
wanted to
that's still.
make sure that
Go ahead.
everybody know that it's not for sex. She said, as soon as somebody hears polyamorous, the first thing that pops in her mind is sexual activity.
Mm-hmm.
Said it's not all
Yeah.
about sex.
Freak night.
She said the reason why she's that way is because she feels like she just has so much love that she feels like she has to give it out. She said, why be selfish and just hold in all of that love and keep it to herself?
Because everybody
Okay.
is not worthy of your love. Everybody is not worthy of your time. Not everybody's worthy of you. And if you're willing to give yourself in that dynamic, then that's on you. If you feel the
So
need,
basically,
you know what I'm saying, to do that, my thing is like we say, you can go out and give yourself to as many people as you want to. Everybody ain't gonna have no positive energy. If you want that old negative and positive mixed all in one pot, that's on you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everybody don't
Okay.
have the same energy.
And also, there's rules. There's rules to being in a in some of these poly relationships. It's not just go out and sleep with this person, sleep with that person. No, you keep it within that group.
mm-hmm.
In some of the poly relationships.
Yeah.
Swalo, you about to say something?
Um, I forgot.
For me, this is how I see
Okay.
it. When you're walking that path, when you're walking that path, and you're with this person and that person and another person, you're sharing your bodily fluids, like your inner self, your inner person, your spirit. You're sharing yourself with that person. So
Mm-hmm.
if I respect you enough to lay with you freely and give myself to you freely, I don't feel like I should have to share it with someone else to make you feel more manly or more
Yeah.
ladylike. I feel like what two people do between each other, that's all you need. I'm talking about from foreplay to oral sex, fucking in the ass, excuse me, PG-13, whatever y'all choose to do amongst yourselves, why do you have to add an extra body in that spot? I don't get it.
So Nay, she's on the level of, in her opinion, that enough is enough. If you're two people are together, enough we should be enough for each other. So Nay feels she's not understanding, I guess, how you would need to have more to fill like the void, I guess. It's almost like saying we're empty, there's a gap here missing, and we need to go include somebody else to fill this gap. Now, Jay, everyone else
Well,
on here has answered whether or not they would do it or not, but you haven't. So
Neither one of
where you
y'all
said
Right.
put
have.
me in the spot.
Wait, hold on,
Well, I have a
hold
little
on.
shut
Neither
up,
story.
one of y'all
Francis.
Well,
have.
Shut
well,
up,
wait a
Francis.
minute. I got a little story. when me and Tanya had taken our break and we were broken up, we started seeing other people. Okay, well, I was messing with two people at the same time for, I don't know how long were we broken up, about a year.
And so,
And when they had an understanding that, I'm not leaving Tanya. So you got an option. You can stay in this or you can bounce.
did you tell me this?
Okay, so anyway.
I'm all ears right now. I'm
So
just trying to.
they understood that and they knew about each other. I mean, don't cross the line. Hey, I'm not trying to start nothing serious here. Now, when me and Tanya got back together, they were willing to accept Tanya. They wanted to accept Tanya so they wouldn't lose me, so we all could become, have that polyamorous relationship.
Now that's some pimping.
So yes, and I thought about it.
Right. Right. And you know what, y'all? I'm sorry. Those who don't know Jay, this is probably all in that I'm the head, I follow what I'm telling y'all to do type spirit. Like, so you pimping.
No, it's not that I was pimping. It's just that, hey,
And
you
they
don't
wanted to put me in the pimp loop.
They put you in the pimp loop. They was like, we know you're never gonna leave Tanya, so we want you still. So the only way that we can have you is if we accept Tanya in. So they decided that, hey, talk to Tanya and see if she's okay with it.
You never brought that up to me.
Because
so
I already knew.
Evidently, you already knew. I was like, hell to the no.
But the thing about it is, even with them, bringing that to you, you were not going to take that back to her. That because you knew that wasn't going to happen. You
always have that primary.
Exactly, and that's what I'm talking about. That's my whole thing.
Like what, man? Yes, like what? Yes.
But
Okay,
I'm open. I'm open-minded. You know what I'm saying? But I know that it wouldn't work with us because I'm a jealous type person, and I don't think that I would want to share.
Ooh, that's the
So
first.
wait
I
a
don't like
minute.
to
So
share.
how
I'm
would-
not.
But I
wait a
am.
minute.
I'm
Okay,
open.
wait. So how did that even work with the two that were? Did you have a jealous spirit in that aspect with them too?
No, I didn't have no jealous spirit with them.
Because you didn't give a damn about them.
my heart was with you. So it
There's
was
a
like
difference.
whatever. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Yeah.
so now the question goes to Tanya. Why you trying to get all into that and avoid the question? Come on with it. You ain't left out. Come on with it. Come on. Don't don't do all that. Come on.
She's
with
like,
it.
I don't think so. I mean, because I am selfish like that. I'm greedy. So I'm gonna automatically just have my mind running. The part about letting each other know at the same time, everybody's in agreement of this person's time, this person's blah blah blah. When it's not my turn and you're off with somebody else, I'm gonna have a whole problem with it. I'm gonna have a problem. I'm probably gonna interfere. Somebody's gonna try to come cut me or something because I'm gonna be like blowing her phone up or trying to trace her down, put a track on her car or something. I'm
Okay,
finna find where you are. I'm interrupting
why
all of it. I'm throwing salt in everything. I can't do it.
Well, you wouldn't have to throw salt in because everybody there together. What is you talking
No,
about?
we ain't.
Everybody just having fun.
No. I'm
Wait,
ruining no. So I'm saying if she's in another room with someone, I'm going and I'm just saying I'm not gonna no fun. Hey, what y'all doing? How y'all doing? What you doing? What y'all doing? What y'all doing?
That sounds
I'm
like
all in it.
no. That sounds like swingers. We're saying everybody in the same room getting down together.
All together.
So
No.
therefore,
Well, in that aspect too, it's a no.
listen.
No, let me
Okay.
just be complete. This is straight talk, right? This straight talk.
Yeah.
No
So
bullshit.
while I'm up and like, hey, in the mood and wanting to do it, hey, you looking good, AJ, you looking good. So blah blah blah. But the second I'm done, y'all bitches need to get the hell up out of here because I don't even know what we doing. What y'all
Yeah,
doing?
because Tanya's
So-
mind gonna go wandering and she gonna see
No, none of that. None of that.
Jay, you ain't gonna get to have
polyamorous.
Jay,
What's
Jay,
the
you ain't gonna
difference
get to have no
between
fun.
swinging
So
and polyamorous? What's the difference?
So my
Between what? Swinging and polyamorous.
So my understanding in swinging is very similar, but I'm thinking that it's more just interaction with that person. I guess there's the different rules, the rules of engagement, because evidently there's lots of strict different rules, and it's it's almost like a contract that each individual group or couple or whatever put together with each other. And my understanding with swinging is that it's more like a temporary thing. It's a sometimey
With
thing, and it's really
swinging, you can
not.
just go pick people up.
Swingers, you are actually trading partners. You're not in it all together. You're actually trading partners. The wife
Okay,
will with
okay.
this person, and you know what I'm saying. It's
And
not
one
a
go with the
person.
other.
I know that's
Yeah,
all the
And
time.
there,
But that's what I'm saying.
They're
You don't have to actually know them. You can just go pick
yeah,
them up and just be like,
there is
hey,
no
I just
agreement.
want to.
Yeah.
Right.
for everybody that's watching this live, y'all, if you've been in this situation like this before, in a polyamorous situation, or you know someone who has, please jump in the comments and enlighten us more. You know what I'm saying? Because we are curious, and we've all been in. We have our own opinions about it, but we would like to also hear from people who've experienced it or done
And
it.
I can't speak for the rest of the hosts, but it's gonna be a part 2 and 3 to this, because baby, I got a lot. I'm
Well, ask them, girl. Throw them out there, like maybe
I
Well,
mean,
we
I met a
can.
young lady that lived that lives this type of life, and and it was just crazy because on how she talked about it, and it didn't matter to her if it was male, female, whatever, dog, cat, chicken, chow, however it may be.
uh-uh.
She was just, she just like one person, she liked to have sex with, the other one she liked to do certain types of drugs because the first one didn't like to do those type of drugs, and it was just a lot of hidden
And
secrets in
that's
it.
it.
An allowance of
That's
a different
it.
type of
Yeah.
lifestyle.
You
that
have
can
several
be with
benefits
different
with
Yeah.
each
people.
person
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
to
Okay.
fit your
Yeah, it
lifestyle.
was just it was just so many different things, and it was sad because this young lady was only like 21, 22 years old, and she was out there on meth real bad, and she was just talking about, oh yeah, I just fuck every night, and it's just different people, and I'm like, okay, and I just met you, this is my first time meeting you, and you telling me all about your whole life, and it was crazy though. They're some real freaky people. They
Is it
they they
only
do some
young
wild
people?
things.
Honey
Is it,
froze.
is it,
No, no, it's not only in young people, and that's sad to say because I've had some people come at me, older than I
But
am
you,
at
but you,
45, trying to come at me with the same
say it again,
lifestyle, and
Nay.
I'm like, no, I
Say
can't
it one more
do it.
time, Nay. I didn't hear you.
I was
But it's
asking,
just
is it
them,
only in young people? And she said no.
yeah,
What do you?
because it's yeah,
I
because
was
see,
gonna
some
ask
people,
that.
the older generation, some of them they just don't want the commitment. They just want to be fancy free and do whatever they want to do.
Hmm.
They
But
don't want that
I can't, me
stress in
myself,
a
like you said.
relationship. They didn't been through so much in their life. They don't want the stress. It's, we have
Well,
fun
that's
Yeah,
when we have
well,
fun, and then
is it
bye.
well
is it
that's
is it
why
stress?
older couples tend to swing instead of doing the poly thing. They tend to swing. They tend to become swingers.
Now, I mean,
Okay, you
honestly,
saying
is
older
it is
people
it
or
is
the
it
older?
stress
Yeah.
or is it
Huh?
stress or is it just being a coward for them? Not wanting to face reality of what it is. Because a
Mm.
lot of that
Yeah, I
is
think it's
having to
stress.
look at
I think it's
yourself,
stress because
but
I
a lot
know
of that's having to.
as I get older, I don't want the stress that comes along with a relationship. You know what I'm saying? You don't want that
But you
stress.
shouldn't have no stress in your shit. You and yours too long. But I mean, for some of the people that's just now starting out, you know, I mean, it's just the
I'm talking
coward
about older
way.
people who's been in a relationship, long term relationships, and then they don't go anywhere, and it falls apart. So they're like, you know what? I'm not trying this again. I'm too old to be trying to start over. So I'm just gonna go out there and I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see
But
who's out there.
everything, but
They don't want to
everything
tie
is
it
what
down
you
and lock
make
it
it.
down.
Everything is what you make it. Whether you want to be
And then that
whatever kind of
midlife
relationship you
crisis.
want to be in. Everything is what you make it, and you just gotta go with the
Well,
flow and be happy in whatever you
Well,
choose.
this is what
Nay,
I
you
say. Oh, go ahead.
go
Go
ahead,
ahead.
friend.
No,
Go ahead.
I
Go
gotta
ahead.
hear this. What you say, Taz?
Oh, all I was gonna say is, shit, I'm just gonna put my little hood spin on it.
Ah,
Basically, polyamorous to me is a big old orgy. I don't care how you look at it. It's just a fancy
yep,
name for orgy. And then
yeah,
that's just like escort. That's a fancy name for a prostitute. Exotic dancer. That's a fancy name for a stripper. Period. They just fancy names for
yeah,
the word that, because when people say orgy, to them it sounds so nasty. It's saying, you know what I'm saying? So they have to dress that shit up and make it to make it seem more
Polyamorous,
acceptable. You see what I'm saying?
polyglamorous.
hmm
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? So they done dressed it
But
up, made it what it made it polyamorous or whatever. But in all reality, it ain't nothing but a
I,
big old ass orgy.
I feel honestly
and that's
that it's
nasty.
not getting a fair shake at what it is.
It's
You understand
nasty.
what
Why?
I'm saying? Because there are so
Why?
many negative stigmas associated with it. What are you
No,
saying?
that's y'all
Wait,
say it's
what?
nasty because y'all are
I
not
No,
used
said
to
that.
living that type of life.
she's saying
I'm saying
that.
Connie.
No, she.
Oh,
Suelo.
oh, okay. I
But
thought
I
you were
don't
talking
think. I
about Taz.
mean, Just think about this. People have been doing this for centuries. Think about the Mormons.
Cultures.
Think about the Mormons. Think about Africans.
Multiple
You know what I'm saying?
concubines.
And all of that. All those women in those African tribes, they love each other and they treat each other like queens. And the man, he's not trying to control all of them either, you know.
Well, what she's saying, Francis, is that when you say that it's nasty, you have to also think that this form of lifestyle has stemmed from some. No, not you. I'm saying what you were saying was that people put a negative stigma on it. You know what I'm saying? That people hear orgy and they say, "Oh, that's nasty," so that people have glamorified it up and said polyamorous instead. I understand that, but and Jay is trying to say, well, on the nasty side of it, when people think of it and hear nasty, she's saying, well, it comes from somewhere. It's actually this lifestyle has came from
this
somewhere.
lifestyle has been going on for generations, and they come together and they raise families. Like we say, it takes a tribe to raise the kids, right? So they got that tribe.
But it don't take no damn tribe to lay down with me. No, we're not.
See, you know what?
That's the thing.
I agree with
remember
Cynthia.
what we said.
Cynthia.
Remember what we said, though. Let me jump in real quick. Remember what we said. It's not just for sex. It's for whatever benefits that person needs. You know what I'm saying? It could be just simple as that's my sugar daddy. Ooh, just like you had them sugar daddies that you just use for money.
No,
I'm just saying different benefits.
I understand.
Yeah, hell yeah, she gonna pay some of these bills.
I understand that there are different levels. I do understand it's been around a long time. I do understand that it's not just for sexual need. I don't care what need it's for, whether it's monetary reasons. I don't care if it's emotional reasons. I don't want none of it. None of it. I don't need that extra person in here for moral support. For what? I don't need your moral support.
But see, you don't need it, but those people out there that's doing it, they need it. Yeah. They need it for whatever reason I don't know, but it's crazy.
I get that. All I'm saying is for me. I don't give a damn about what they need. I said for me.
Yeah.
I
can't fuck. I wouldn't do that shit either.
Swalo, a lot of people are in denial about it, though. A lot of people would love to have a poly relationship.
I was just going to say that.
They're in denial because of what society says or how society views them.
I gotta say this because I talk shit. I do. I talk shit. I get on here and I laugh and I joke. But if you turn the tables, all of us have been in a polyamorous relationship, and I'm gonna break.
You ain't lied.
Somebody was with somebody before you got with them. I cheated on my ex of 18 years for the guy that I'm with right now. Nay. Wait. No. What Nay is trying to say.
What Nay is trying to say is from cheating. Go ahead, Nay.
From cheating, you're still sharing your body and your inner being and yourself with multiple partners. You're just not putting it in the forefront. So I'm not saying that these people are nasty. I'm not. To each his own. However you choose to float your boat. It might be a motherfucker out here can come over here and twirl that motherfucker toes and she paid a mortgage for 1 month. I might just go to the guest bedroom. I'm just saying. Because this $1,900 is kicking my ass. But at the end of the day, we've all done it. That's all I'm saying. I don't want people to think that we're getting on here and knocking their lifestyle.
Oh, no. Never that.
If you stepped out on your significant other, even if you thought about it, God damn it, you're a cheater. And I cheated.
Just grown up.
Huh?
We've just grown up.
That's it.
When you bring about the cheating aspect of it, so some of these relationships, I guess, have developed from cheating, right? And some of them work out, some of them don't. But it's like. What gets to me, or not gets to me, but makes my mind wonder is, okay, you know how you feel. I'm assuming that all of us on here have gone through a relationship where maybe somebody cheated on you and you found out about it or something, right? So the feeling that you feel, and you're invested, you know what I'm saying? You are mad, you're pissed, angry, hurt, all of that. So it's like, do you want to go kill that other person, or are you going to take the time eventually to be like, because my person loves that person and has feelings for this person, do I get to know them and find out and accept them and bring them in? It makes my mind wonder how, because my first instinct is hell no, I couldn't do it. I couldn't. Okay, I just found out you cheated on me, and how am I supposed to now accept the one that you fall in love with?
But let me say something real quick, Tanya. While Tanya's speaking all of that, Tanya just allowed me to stay up day and night with my exes when she was in the hospital with Corona.
Let me tell you about this.
Day and night.
So this situation,
it was like we was in a polyamorous relationship because we all in the bedroom. When she coughed, Tanya's up looking. Judy, check on her.
I mean, and it's like I went through. That's why I said it makes me wonder. It makes me, because I think about my past relationships that I've been in, and they were all, that negative feeling that I have. I wasn't able to interact with that. But the love that me and Judy have is more like, okay, so maybe because the connection with us is different than those other relationships. Maybe because we're genuinely in love. You understand what I'm saying? And I can, Jesus is working on me. Lord, he is. Okay, so, I feel like I had to understand and know that she cared about this person as a friend, and she was hurting. She was in a situation and she needed someone. So who am I to sit up there and say, no, you can't, because of my selfishness of not wanting her to interact with this ex or whatever. Who am I to do that? I feel crappy. So it's like, okay, maybe that's what allows that bridge, that join, that unity for them to come in. I don't know, y'all. I mean, I'm just telling y'all what I went through, and it was hard. Jesus, like I said, it worked on me, helped me through that time, because it was hard for me. And I guess maybe now, Jay, don't go to thinking just because that situation happened that there's any possibility in hell that would ever go down any other way other than that situation. But I'm
that made me have more respect for you. You know what I'm saying? It made us closer to me. For you to be able to trust me like that, and and know that it wasn't nothing going on, and that I was just being there to be there to help her.
Would either of you consider, under different circumstances, being in that type of relationship?
No, because I think, I guess maybe going through that little something we went through really let me know I'm a selfish person. I'm greedy. I don't want you sharing your time with anybody else. I can't do that. If it wasn't for a medical emergency, I don't know. I
asked that question because me personally at 45, I'm a very jealous and very demanding woman, period. And
the reason
some people can say, it's your insecurities. It's not insecurities. I'm just selfish and greedy in that way that I don't feel I should have to share my partner with anybody. I feel like I'm enough. If I ain't enough, then we shouldn't be together.
Well, I feel like this, and I don't know, maybe it's because of my experience being in a long-term relationship. I'm comfortable with Tanya. I trust Tanya. I know Tanya loves me. So if Tanya said to me today that she wanted to bring somebody else in, I would honestly think about it and be like, okay. I probably would say okay.
Y'all, everybody on here, y'all know she a damn lie.
Y'all
know straight talk right now. She just straight up lied on that aspect right there. Y'all all know that.
Okay.
Look, you would be on the news. You would be on the news.
On the news.
Not only would she be on the news and them old folks with them lights on the top of their car coming to get her. Let me explain something to you.
Right.
Tanya ain't gonna live that shit down for the rest of her life. Is she gonna
live though? That's the thing. Is she gonna live?
I'm gonna die too. I'm gonna die too.
There you go, cuz.
No. She gonna live. You wanna know why? Because you gotta have somebody to vent to tell it to. So Tanya, remember that time? I remember that time.
All right, y'all. Since y'all gotta put me out there like that, just put some money on my books, then.
Money on
Just put some fucking money on my books.
How much is oatmeal pie?
Look, oatmeal pie. What you always call them? The oatmeal pie.
No,
Can I recant that statement and let me bring it to y'all a different way then.
Well,
if she wanted to have some fun, then maybe I would think about it.
She's still lying. But y'all, the polyamorous life, poly life, like I said, I'm just gonna put it out there, and I hope nobody's disrespected by the phrases we're using here because it's really deep. But it's not for everyone, but it is for some. Mm-hmm. Now, do y'all feel like these relationships are more toxic than monogamous relationships? Do you feel like
I don't?
So you feel like, why? Is it because what? Why? Why do you believe
That seems like it, but see, that should be more stress because now you have multiple people and multiple attitudes that you have to deal
You're not,
with, and
but there's no expectations. That's what's it makes it to where you're more free. There's no expectations in a relationship. In a relationship, you're more tied down. You're committed to that person, and there's expectations.
Exactly.
You don't owe anybody anything.
But that's what that young lady was so pissed off about because she's living this lifestyle, and then when it's her turn, she does not have time, and now she's upset because she ended up getting caught up. So that's what I'm saying. You can get caught up in those type of things. So what happens when you get caught up? Then what do you do?
See, you got two different personalities or multiple personalities. You got this person want time and that person want time. Somebody's gonna get jealous. Don't twist it because the shows that I watched, they had kids. So how do you make time for that dynamic for the family as a whole, which was two women and a man? So
the same way you make time for yourself, the same way you make time for your house, you schedule it.
Then though, because then you still got to do
I'm done. So
you schedule it, baby. Monday through Thursday, I'm with Jack. Okay,
and then
Friday.
Right, and from 8 p.m. to
then you with John.
I tried to live with two women at the same time. That is like one of the hardest damn things to do. And
Miss Amber, she says if all parties are on the same level and it's all up to all up front, then it's a choice you make.
That's right,
and that's definitely I agree with that. Like if everybody's on the up and up, but y'all wait a minute. I think it's human nature that eventually, I don't think it's long term. I don't think that polyamorous, and this is my opinion, of course. Like we said, we respect the lifestyle. It's not for everyone, but in my opinion, it's not long term because, and especially with women. Or no, maybe I should say men because the men can't handle it if a woman comes to them and says, "Hey, I want to be in a polyamorous. I want multiple men." You know what I'm saying? They're gonna have a problem with that, and I don't think it's long term just because people are gonna get caught up. Your feelings, women, we get attached. Not saying that you can't start it off.
It do become long term. They raise kids. Yes, they do. They raise kids together and everything.
You think?
Yeah. Yes. Some of them you got one that take care of the kids. You got one that does the cooking and the cleaning, and you got the other two going to work.
And so you don't think that when the emotions start getting there, because I'll give you that. We as women, we get attached and we do get attached. Like it's like this. So do you think that it eventually there's not the jealousy comes in, like cat fighting, and you got 2 seconds more than I had last week, and
no, what do you do now? You just gonna add more people to it.
Not all people. Not all. Believe it or not all people have that jealousy. Not all people get jealous like that, because that's the kind of lifestyle that they want to live, that they're comfortable with. It don't bother them. You see what I'm saying? So, and like I said, that there's different levels and different reasons why a person is there. And again, hey, to each his own. Do what you do that makes you happy. I likes the one-on-one. It's more entertaining to me. It's more satisfying to me.
All right. Sandra, she says the movie Superfly made poly relationships look so good and smooth. Girl, don't you know it didn't? With that slick hair, honey, he was too smooth with it, baby. Super. He said, "Yeah, my bitches, I got them in control." Miss Amber, she says, watch the show called Sister Wives. That game is one husband and 4 wives. I've only watched one. I've only watched one.
I feel sorry for that man. I couldn't do it.
Look, y'all, this is what I have to say about that. I feel like these women are absolutely lying. I don't feel like they're comfortable enough because I don't know, for whatever maybe insecurities they may have or whatever, they may not think that they're enough to hold a man like that long term or something. I don't know. But I think they're lying because they're not able to just tell them up front, I have a problem with this person or so many different people. There was the one show that I watched, that woman was like harboring her feelings on the inside. She's like, I don't want to involve this next person that my husband's wanting to bring into the group, but I feel like I have to. I'm not going to. And she lied to him when he asked her how she felt about it. She wasn't honest.
That's some, but not all. Some women, before they even get into these polyamorous relationships, are out cheating and sleeping with everybody anyway.
Basically what you're saying is some of them have low self-esteem because they're just settling for less, and that's what it is. A lot of them do have low self-esteem, and that's the reason why they do that. They don't
Well,
feel like, that,
I
they can just
mean,
go out and get somebody and hold somebody down like that, not unless they belittle themselves.
see.
that show Sister Wise. First of all, ooh, I'm not finna sleep with nobody that my sister with any damn way. I'm not finna be in no goddamn
Ugh.
relationship with my sisters. It's not gonna happen. And now I'm going to say this.
You're like,
Them hoes is nasty. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say that flat out. Them hoes is nasty. Sisters, no thank you. I don't give a fuck how you look at it. Them hoes is
Now
Okay.
nasty.
that I think when you get it
That's
involved
that's
in
that that's that old
Your family.
family
Arkansas and
line,
Alabama bullshit.
look,
That's that old
I
country
heard
See,
backyard bullshit.
backwoods back in the
Yeah, they
hillbilly.
need
No,
now.
I'm
Them
just
are the
saying no.
ones that
I don't.
I
now
gotta
them
go
them
ahead.
are the ones that don't. Them are the ones that don't need to go to the barbecue. They need to stay out the backyard.
Francis, you don't.
I gotta ask. I gotta ask y'all a question, and I want y'all to answer it honestly. Answer
Okay.
it honestly.
Honestly, okay.
Honestly, y'all.
honestly,
So
all right.
each one of us, right?
each one of us has been in a monogamous relationship. When you've been in that monogamous relationship, have you ever thought about being with somebody else, or felt like you were missing something and you might want to go see somebody, be with somebody else?
Yes,
Yeah, that's
No,
why I'm with Gray right today.
yes.
no.
What'd you say, Nay?
Damn.
Yeah, that's why I'm with Gray right today.
Because
That's
her
how I
But
situation
you,
ended
But
up where
she's
she
but
was
she's
with that
asking.
person.
But she's asking like
but
the relationship that you're in now.
have I felt like
and
I
have
wanted
you? Well, whoever, whenever you're in a relationship, a long-term relationship or
with
whatever,
my
and have
with
you
my
thought about being with somebody else, but you didn't want to leave the person that you were with?
Mm-mm.
oh no.
The reason that I said yes is because I remember at a point in time in our relationship that I wasn't being completely honest with myself and I wasn't being honest with you. So, as far as what I wanted, you understand what I'm saying? Like needs or just me. I wasn't being honest. Period. And so
Mm-hmm.
I felt like when I couldn't for whatever reason I wasn't able to talk to her about it. I felt uncomfortable, or maybe I didn't think she'd understand, or anyway, at any rate, I was hiding it. And so, with that festering in our relationship, I'm hiding something, I'm just dealing with something, and I'm not sharing it. It caused a void, which is a crack that someone else can fill. You get what I'm saying? And so, I remember at our one of our low points or whatever that I reached out and was talking to somebody else because that communication. Now there wasn't anything sexually involved, it was just communication over the phone. But at the time that filled whatever I thought I needed. But it was almost like I didn't want to leave her. There was no way in hell that would ever happen. She didn't know about this other person, and you know what I'm saying? It was just a comfort thing at the moment, but it became empty because this is what I needed to do. But to answer your question, yes, it ended up happening like that. Okay, I thought it, I've entertained it. Okay, but it was because there was a crack and there was a void, and
So have
something
I.
was missing.
So have
you
I.
know. So I'm
You know,
just
when you
saying.
go through when you go through your problems or whatever, and you're talking to somebody else, communicating with somebody else, you're like, damn, they have these good qualities over
They
here.
understand me.
They have these good qualities, that I
Yeah.
like, but I'm not gonna leave my primary.
Yeah.
So you can end up being in a.
Yeah, that's when you end up with a honeycomb hideout and you start sneaking away. But that's another show.
A completely different topic.
But I say this. I guess no, I haven't, because the person that I actually do go and talk to is my sister. So no, not gonna happen.
Okay. Okay.
That's
I
it.
Well, you ain't
And
invested.
me
You ain't
and me and
invested
her
that much
and me and
time
her
yet. Let me
me
tell you
and her
something.
well,
I
me
didn't.
and
We
her
didn't.
have
We didn't
been
invest
together
damn near
10
19
years.
years.
Okay.
So you ain't went through
That's
everything yet.
understandable. And it doesn't matter when I do. I don't care what problem I have. I'm not stepping out on her. I don't need to go talk to nobody outside my relationship or
No,
my
not
sister or
step.
anything like that, or even entertain the thought of stepping out. Because if that was the case, I would have did that about a year or two ago. If that was the case, not at all. It's no.
Nate, what was you saying, Nate?
I entertained it and I festered on it and I cried about it and I prayed about it. And why I festered on it with the guy that I'm with now, I in turn talked to my partner and told him something was missing, which was my ex. something in our relationship is missing, and I'm tired of being the head of the house, the bills, the kids, the food, the cleaning, stroking your ego as a man because you're down. Something is missing. He didn't listen. So therefore, instead of me just always thinking about going somewhere, I did. I left. I left.
So, Nay, I have to say that you were in a polyamorous relationship.
That's what I said.
Because she was with the one she's currently with and with her ex at the same time.
But they didn't know about each other.
He knew that she was still with. Yeah,
but the other didn't know.
He knew that she was still with somebody.
Let me clear that up, because I don't want nobody to think I was sharing my panties. When I told the one to the left
laces,
I was done, he didn't get no more panties. You know what I'm saying? We were under the same roof, but he wasn't getting no panties. I wasn't sharing my soul like that. When I started over here to the right, that's what that was. That's I wasn't trying to figure out how to please too. I wasn't doing that wrong.
And a lot of women, they're being cheated on anyway. They don't even know they're in a polyamorous relationship. And then they talking to the woman that the man talking to.
Okay.
Oh, that's just his friend.
That's exactly what it was, Judy. The man ended up stepping out on his 18-year marriage, and the wife ended up finding out. And the wife had always had an attraction to women anyway, and that's how they ended up in that type of relationship. It ended up working out in his favor, but not before his wife she got to the bottom of it. That's exactly how they got into it.
I'm just saying that I feel like it's a phase. I'm still sticking to the part of, and I mean, I would love for somebody that is really in it and truly has evolved into something beautiful to come and to give us some comments or share about it, because I feel like it's something that's going to phase out. And I definitely go back to talking about the men not being able to handle it. I don't even understand. You're more dominant. You have that man mentality or whatever. I just don't feel like if I came to you today and I said that this is something I wanted us to do, that you would accept it. You would not accept that.
That's what y'all think.
And I don't think most men can handle that. I don't.
Well,
that's my opinion.
Let me ask you, Swalo, would you accept it?
Huh? What?
Would you accept?
What?
Come
we
on.
got a what? Okay.
Well, to be honest with you, I really don't know, and Taz can tell you this. I can't even recall me being in a damn monogamous relationship. I can't.
Okay.
I can't. I mean, I don't think I have.
Taz,
so why didn't you just live the poly life then?
Well,
why didn't you just tell everybody? That's what that's what I want.
But that's what I'm saying. They knew. They knew. This is the thing. I never lied to anybody, about anything. Whenever I was doing my thing, I was straight up with everybody. Look, I'm not gonna be committed to you because you are not the one I want, but I'm just here to play. And that was it. I mean, I had a whole home. I had a whole family that, that they had to respect, but being that committed person, no, just like Tanya was saying, there were things missing, some people, they get so focused on other things to where they forget about their relationship. And then that relationship tends to go to other places just to get what they want for entertainment. And that's just what it was.
Being just some kind of form of short-term entertainment. I understand that. But
yeah.
Well, our friend, she said that she feel like the millennials now.
Okay, so
they're just into having polyamorous relationships.
So it's becoming the norm. You feel like with younger generation, the younger generation.
When I was looking on the internet, looking at all the groups, I'm like, God, dog, I didn't know it was that many polyamorous groups.
That's another thing. I'm like, really, there's a whole community, and I felt ignorant to it. Honestly, I'm like, damn, I didn't know that this side of life was around. That it's even the thing. Like Francis, you said, the terms I'm used to hearing, orgies or swingers or something like that. but to hear that there's an actual term for it, and so there's a whole community, like, and so many different branches to it. You know what I'm saying? There's women who are just with the women. There's women with multiple husbands. There's men with multiple wives, men and men. I mean, and all the different ladders of who's dominant, what decisions and rules. There's a lot, but I felt blindfolded.
But the thing about it is,
ignorant to the fact.
no, it just boils down to, basically, if you can find that one person that is willing to be with you, to do whatever you like to do. Y'all can do things together, and have fun, instead of one person. Because now this was my downfall. I would like to do certain things, and then she's like, well, I really don't like to do that. So, you just go on and do it. Okay. But if this is something that I like to do often, then sooner or later I'm going to find somebody to go out and do it with me. And then if you're supposed to be my better half, then how come you cannot go out and do things like that? And I believe that's what's going on with a lot of people nowadays, because they're not
You're
giving
right.
the time. They're not
showing
giving the
interest
time
in what their partner likes to do.
Exactly. It's the lack of interest. It's no consistency, no commitment, no effort. And then it's like, well, fuck. If you're not gonna do it, the next bitch gonna do it, because you know what? That was my whole mentality. If you're not
That
gonna
was
do it, the
mine
next
too.
bitch
Okay.
gonna
That
do
was
it.
mine
The
too.
next bitch
I got
gonna
a
do
comment
it.
on that, but
I
I'm
used
gonna
to,
let
I used to
Francis
tell
go
her
first.
that. I used to tell her that.
Okay, we're gonna.
And then by the end of the week, I had so many bitches I couldn't see all of them. So hell, I'm tired. Come Sunday, I'm like, shit, and I still ain't seen all of them.
That's what your bald head ass get you tired.
Okay.
I'm tired.
That's what's
Just
wrong with your
tired.
back.
Shit.
Go ahead,
You can
Fred.
do it. Put your back into it.
Dumb. You dumb.
That's what's wrong with my back.
Dumb.
Look, like Clarence Carter said, I be stroking.
That's what I'm doing. Dumb. Dumb.
Oh man.
I don't look
man,
this
man.
fool. Fran, what you about to say, girl?
I'm trying to make sure I have this correct, because as I'm listening to us, and technically the relationship of a polyamorous is that they all either live under the same roof, or they all knowingly are always together in some type of relationship form, whether it's sexual, emotional, or whatever the case may be. So technically, none of us have lived that life, right?
It's not that they all live together. Some
I
of them
said
don't.
either they do. I said either they're the ones that's living together, or at
Or
some
not.
point they are all together. But it's all knowingly, meaning everybody
The
else
knowingly is
is
the part.
okay with the other person. There's no okay.
To answer your question,
what I'm
I
saying,
know I haven't.
I haven't. So
No.
technically, we none of us have.
No, but one
Well,
of
Right.
us
wait a minute. I think
just
because didn't y'all admit that everybody in your little group knew about each other? You didn't live with each other, but you were, everybody was cool with the flow of how
No,
stuff
it's
went.
Yeah, but at that time I wouldn't have labeled it polyamorous lifestyle. I wouldn't. It's just me
but
being
you say
upfront with you, because I'm not a liar. I'm just gonna tell you straight up, because I don't want your stress of you worrying about what I'm doing over here and over
Okay,
there.
but
We're
what?
not
okay,
together, but we're
but
seeing each other.
were
We're
all
it's
y'all
friends with
but
benefits.
were all y'all having sex together? Meaning all
No,
y'all in
no,
one bed.
Mm-mm.
no,
See,
no. That's
because
an
when you look at
orgy.
because well, hell, it's the same as poly too.
That's
Because if
so.
you
That's the
having
same
multiple,
thing.
No, it's not the
everybody,
same thing. It's not
It
the same
can
thing.
be.
okay,
It can
let
be,
me
but
see.
not in all poly relationships is it like that. You have
But what
you
I'm
It's
have
just a
your
little
time with
extra.
another person. Basically, a poly relationship to me and my understanding is that you're in a relationship with multiple people, not at the
So
same
you
time.
had
I
you.
mean, not saying that both of y'all are having sexual intercourse together at the
So
same
what you had
time.
was a platonic poly relationship. Is
If you
that
want
what
to
you
call,
were
if you
saying?
want to call it
Oh well,
that.
you said friends,
Hey,
but y'all had benefits. Did you have sex at all with these people?
not with all of them, no.
But
It
okay, so
just
it is
said
still
it just
considered
says
that.
He said not with all of them.
it just simply says the practice of desire for intimate relationships with more than one partner with the informed consent of all partners involved. meaning with the consent, meaning everybody knows and everybody agrees to it. That's what I'm asking.
So
Okay,
but what I'm trying to explain is this. Y'all all are in a relationship, but that don't mean that you're all together at the same time. It's just the understanding of is that I'm not monogamous with you. There are other people that I might go see. You know, I'm with
But
you
everybody
today,
has to be in
but
agreement with it.
know that tomorrow I'm going to be with Sally over here.
Sally was a real
So,
was she
but-
Sally?
But it's
No, her
but
name wasn't
everybody
Sally. I didn't mess with Sally's.
but
I didn't mess with
everybody is in
Sally's.
agreement to it. Everybody consents to it, right?
Right, right. Okay, so I
Okay.
mean, they all evidently did they all agree?
Yes.
Swalo, your situation, everybody agreed, everybody was cool.
Well, I mean, we didn't have sex together. No, so no, it was none of that. You know, I mean,
It was not a
but
group thing to where we all going to come together and have sex. It's just
no,
that
it wasn't.
multiple women.
So they knew that I had somebody else, and just like they said, okay, they didn't mind. You know, they didn't mind being the side bitch. And that's what they called themselves. Ashley was the side bitch. You know, you got to go home
I've
to the
heard,
main one. I'm the
yeah.
side bitch.
But let's
Okay,
be
so
honest.
yeah,
Were you upset if they had somebody else though?
I
You
ran
didn't
that
want them to
shit.
have nobody else, right?
No, I ran that
Full
shit. I
set,
had
I
keys and
ran this
everything.
shit.
you didn't hear me
I
call him
had
a while ago. I just got him.
I had keys to the house, keys to the car. No,
Nay.
I wasn't gonna have none of that.
So you wouldn't allow them to have anybody else?
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
No.
Okay. Well, to me, that's pimping.
Pimps.
That's not polyamorous.
Pimping.
That's pimping.
I'm glad
cuz.
we have definitely
That's
came to
pimping.
a clear understanding. Pimping.
Oh, my
No.
cousin said that's pimping too. Don't
Pimping.
say it, cuz. That's pimping. That ain't no
Pimping.
polyamorous.
That's
Because-
pimping.
Because if you ain't let them have no fun too, nah, pimping.
Pimping.
Straight pimping.
That's what that
But
is.
that
There's a
there was no
difference.
need for them to do all that shit because I had that.
Nicole, that's pimping.
that's tired. That's why she was tired at the end of the goddamn week. I keep trying to tell y'all ain't listening.
Y'all, but wait a minute. For real, I mean, just thinking about this whole lifestyle. If you could, without judgment, right? If you could, without any kind of judgment, have one or two, because when you think about it, it's almost like when people hire maids or a nanny or a chef. You get what I'm saying? Like, if everybody agreed to just play their role or do their role, and there's like no sexual thing going on, but everybody's cool with the connection that you have, like the friendships,
and we do have those
and-
type of relationships to where everybody's putting in and they're pretty much just running
filling
the
the
household
role.
and
'Cause-
playing a role.
Cause like this, y'all, I on a busy day, like somebody can help me cook. I got my meal ready. Somebody can wash my clothes, put my clothes
Now see,
up.
that's
Somebody
all
can-
good as long
you
as it's
know.
not sexual. You know, if it's not sexual,
you
then you know
show
that'll
right.
be
And
that'll
wait
be
a minute.
all good.
It don't even have to be the sex, because I don't even want you to communicate. You done looked at her too long and spoke too many words. That was 21 words past your limit. No, you can't.
Well, it ain't gonna work then.
No, it ain't gonna work. That's why I know that
We might
that's
as well
not the
give it up. We
lifestyle
might as
for
well
me.
not dibble and dabble in that. Then
Ain't gonna be able to do it.
I have
Ain't
a
gonna be able to
question,
do it.
and this is strictly all of us on this panel. Who can you honestly see in a polyamorous relationship?
Oh shit.
Okay, wait.
Down here in the left hand corner.
You have been nominated.
To the left, to the left. Swalo's over here in the left.
What? How you gonna say me, cuz? Cuz how you gonna say me?
Come on now.
Damn.
Come on.
The pimp
Like
But-
you said it yourself. You said it yourself. You ain't never been tied down. You ain't never
Nah,
had no
really.
monogamous
But
relationship.
Taz, I really haven't, have I?
You just want to be a pimp.
No,
Well,
no.
wait, no, the
I had-
Shauna,
You've
one.
had one.
One.
the Shauna.
One.
That one didn't work out for you.
And
No.
what did you do to mess up that one?
Okay, because what happened?
Uh,
That monogamy just went on out the window. She said, fuck it.
Because she was
Nah,
in a
it wasn't-
polyamorous
nah,
relationship on the side.
No,
That's
that
a whole
was-
nother story.
that wasn't.
Oh, that's a whole nother show.
That wasn't even that. That was just moving.
I'm gonna say
from-
because that
from-
woman wanted a polyamorous relationship. That's what it was.
No, that was moving from the country to the city, and then me getting in them clubs, and that's what happened.
Should have sit
Oh,
your
shit.
ass down someday.
Yo, no, sit down somewhere.
What you mean
Sit
by
down.
Goldie?
Probably the for real. Look, ain't no telling. Well, I tell
But
you
yeah,
what,
cause hell, shit, Deshauna was around for a long time. Long ass
That's
time.
what I was saying. But
Yeah.
I felt like she wanted that polyamorous relationship. She wanted her cake and eat it too. And she didn't know how to come to you and let you know that.
If
So
she
that's
did,
what
And
this
that's the
is,
thing about
cake and eat it
being
too
in,
type thing.
that's the thing about being in a gay relationship
But-
sometime with a woman who's been in a relationship with men. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden they want to jump on the other side of the fence and try out being with a female. Okay?
right.
A lot of times they want their cake and eat it too, and they don't know how to tell you that they want to be in that polyamorous relationship. They want the man and the female. And there's a story. I met a girl a long time ago on the chat line, right? We talked, we chatted up for about a week or whatever. Boy, I'm fast. No, anyway, so I go, yeah. So I go to a house, right? I go to a house. I see a whole dude sitting in there on the couch. She tell me that's her cousin. So I'm like, hey, cousin. I'm smiling and shit, chatting it up with him, talking it up. Boy, what's up, nigga? Yeah, man.
The cousin.
Yeah, we talking. That's her cousin.
The cousin.
You know, so she let me believe that first night that's her cousin. I come over the next night, we laying up in bed, and then all of a sudden this dude, he come upstairs.
Oh, damn.
He just make himself comfortable in the bedroom right beside her. And I'm looking like, what the fuck? What you gonna do with him? Say, you gotta get him up out of here. You know what I'm saying? He's sitting there. Next thing you know, they start rubbing on each other.
Oh,
and she
well,
looking at me like, I want you to join in.
Oh, wow. So
What? So then she told me
Damn.
her whole plan. She told me the whole plan. I got a room ready for you. I want you to move in. So she was trying to put me in a polyamorous
Yes, that's what
relationship,
you
but I
did.
wouldn't have it. I told her, no, man, I don't get down like that. She up there
Wow.
full-fledged,
See, now-
going at it, having sex with this dude. You
That's
know what I'm
crazy.
saying?
But
See,
see-
you shouldn't be
but see, this
sneaky
is the
about it.
thing.
You know what I'm saying? Just be out now with your
She
stuff.
should have
This-
told
this
me
is-
straight out.
Okay, so y'all, this is straight talk, no bullshit, right?
Right.
Okay, so here I go. We finna go with this. Taz, you know where I'm finna go with this, right? Taz, you ready? Okay, straight talk, no bullshit. So you sitting up here, you got all these different people with all these different body odors and fragrances and all this other shit. So you going
Okay.
over here, you licking on Mary, and then you go over here and you lick on Sally, and Mary and Sally don't taste the same.
Oh,
So
damn.
they don't smell the same. Then you fuck around and end up sick because you didn't mix two different tuna fishes together. That's you shouldn't. And
Okay.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Probably is the
I'm
number
just
one
saying
reason.
because you have to be very careful. You can't eat in everybody's damn kitchen.
I'm
You can't
done.
do that because
That
there's
is a
rules.
very valid
Man.
point.
There's rules and
Man.
regulations to it.
Rules and regulations.
That's right.
and
Sanitations.
then if you got a man
Vaccinations.
involved, and then you got some sweaty balls involved, then you just got I mean, your shit just fucked up. It's just
It's all bad. That is all bad.
For
Like
real.
all
Because
bad.
we
But
all
a very
know-
valid point.
we all know females don't take care of their shit like they supposed to. Some of them
Oh,
don't wash
man.
it right. Some of them don't
Not-
dish it right. However you want
not
to say
all
dish,
of
douche,
them.
whatever color you are. You know,
Not all
how
of
that's how however you want to say it. But you kept Taz,
That-
gone
Wait,
man.
I know. Well, all I was gonna say is that remind me of a post I seen today when it says some of you queens sit down. What did it say? Sit down as stink. So now, like I've always said,
Sit down and what?
Your sit down air stink, meaning that
Oh,
air
your
that
sit
come
down
up,
air.
You know that woof, that back,
Mhm.
that backdraft.
That backdraft.
Yeah.
It just made me just think about that. I was just
But
like,
you
Lord,
know,
So what about the walk
okay,
by?
but
So what about the walk by when you just
Y'all
walk by
dumb.
with
that right there, that my
We are
Otis
supposed to be
and
talking about
Fitz might
polyamorous
be a whole
relationships.
nother
Oh,
show
my
topic.
bad.
What you say?
My bad.
Yeah. Okay. So, but I think that is a valid point as far as that is something to be cautious of, and I don't want to paint or have I don't want people that are viewing this or whatever to feel like we're trying to paint that lifestyle as that.
No, because that's in heterosexual relationship, monogamous
Thank you.
relationships anyway.
Yes, that is something to be but it does make you wonder.
Your man creeping out on you, you don't know what dusty ass coochie he getting either.
So those are the reasons why you wouldn't think that lifestyle could be for you, simply because, hey, this one they might not be. So
I mean, I've met people with herpes in their mouth before.
Jesus.
I mean, that's possible. That's what I'm saying.
It is you know. That is real.
You can catch that shit in your mouth, and that's what I'm saying. You walking around, you putting your mouth on people you don't know, and then so y'all 4 or 5 or whatever are doing this thing. So once they leave this group, what are they doing outside of this group? Who else are they doing outside of this group?
Mandatory testing. I'm sure.
So you don't know.
I mean, I'm just gonna say, Jay.
You don't know in any relationship. So that's what I'm going to put out there. You don't know. You can be with somebody for 15, 20 years and you still don't know. They could have a whole ass relationship for damn near 18 of them years.
So it doesn't have to just be polyamorous relationships,
Yep.
And, some people require testing before you get together anyway.
Mm-hmm. That's me.
Nay, we can't hear you.
We can't hear you, Nay. You gone. You done checked out.
You can't hear me?
Girl, your audio is low.
I just think the best thing in any of these type of relationships is communication and rules to it.
Now,
there has to be rules.
I definitely agree. Now, there was something that somebody said, and I don't know if it was Suelo or Cynthia that said it, but you were like, the next person is not doing what you, or the person you're with is not doing what you want. So what you won't do, the next one will. I'm just like, in that instance, instead of it becoming polyamorous or just saying, oh, well, I'm going to kick it with you, but we're going to bring somebody else on board that's going to do it, whatever, and you should be okay with it. Why not just leave them? At that point, I mean, what makes you say, I'm just going to leave that person alone? Because it's not that you need another person. It's that you don't need that person.
It's because
they won't go anywhere.
You might just want a certain thing from that one person. And you don't want, I know it sounds selfish, but you don't want to leave the person that you with. You've been with that person, you didn't invest the time in that person, but that person is just missing that one thing, as far as what Connie was talking about, not showing interest. So you're saying, okay, well, I'm going to step out. I'm going to find somebody who does show interest. Like I said, it's selfish. You want your cake and eat it too. So that's the reason why they don't leave that person.
Interesting facts.
But some people now, and Taz can vouch for this too, because Taz know the person that I'm talking about, because Taz brought this person to the house. Now, and I told her when I guess we call ourselves doing our thing or whatever, but I told her, you need to just go on about your business, because there's no way that I can love you any type of way that you want me to, because I'm not ready for that. So she felt like she could buy me. And the next thing I know, she kept coming around. She kept buying me this, letting me drive a car, clean ass car. So now you know who I'm talking about, Taz?
Are we talking about the silver car?
That's an old pimp game. That's an old pimp game. When you tell a woman, you know damn well, when you tell a woman that she can't have you, she gonna do every damn thing in her power to try to get you to prove your ass wrong.
Mind game.
Just to prove you wrong. That's that old game that I used to play.
But but now
you can't have me 100%.
But she still knows about the other women, and she's cool with it.
It doesn't matter. That's that reverse psychology. You letting that woman, and it works with men too. You tell a man that if a woman play hard with a man, that ain't gonna do nothing but make him more aggressive, and he ain't gonna give up on you. He gonna keep trying to win you, to prove you wrong. That's old school psychology type shit.
Well, I definitely.
But they're still kind of like living the poly life. They're still kind of like living the poly life, but it's like not all of us not being sexual, but I'm still reaping the benefits from everything.
Yeah,
selfishness.
I've had that type of relationship too.
I don't want that shit though.
Well, evident. Okay.
Sometimes you get spoiled to the gifts that they give you. You know what I'm saying? You get used to getting all the time.
You know what? They can't buy me nothing that I can't buy myself. As a matter of fact, I buy myself better gifts. So they can't afford me.
That's true.
They can't nobody afford me. So I mean, hell, they fuck around and go broke trying to buy me.
This one, find that one. When the day comes, boy. Pimpology.
What?
You need to share your how to lay the pimp like that. Nay,
We can't hear you, baby. Speak into the mic.
holla, girls.
Are you on your phone? Bring it up. Do something. Put it in your mouth. There you go. There you go.
See,
I like that.
There, we can hear you now.
Okay, now what were you saying?
I was asking Swalo, when are they going to settle down and find the right one?
Well,
me, when am I going to? I just gotta find the right one. Nah, I don't know. Whenever the right one comes along. It's
all right,
not
ladies out
about
there
me finding the
in
right
the
one.
Facebook land.
It's the right one that's coming correct, because it takes a lot. It really takes a lot for me, because I spoil mine and I put mine on the pedestal, and if she's coming with half ass, then she gonna get treated like half ass, and then it's just gone by something else. So I guess hell, I will
He
be
said it
living a
takes a
poly
lot,
life
so.
until until I find the right one. Shit, because I did, like I said, hell,
How many women
when
you
I
got
when
now? How many women you got now?
none.
The safe answer, because for anybody
Okay.
watching, hallelujah, safe answer.
You
Lord.
just told a damn
Right,
lie. And all
right.
my panelists on here didn't say nothing. Yeah, you jumped on
None.
me, but you let Connie tell that damn lie. You know she got something.
Nah,
No, I look. I don't know.
what Taz? What you
Taz,
gotta
you
say,
dumb.
man?
That fool said, oh, no,
What?
that man.
What?
Lies,
What?
lies,
Lies and deceit.
No,
Lies,
the
lies and
last one.
deceit.
Hold on, the last one that I know her to be with. Oh,
Oh, she said, oh.
What?
The last one, Taz, what? Tell on.
Juiciness, go on, spill the tea, spill the tea.
The last one, what, Taz?
Don't get a cut.
I've been single. I've been single since 2014.
Oh,
13,
well,
14.
actually, technically,
Single damn lie.
no, technically, yes.
I just played a little bit, Taz. I was playing.
Wait, I
See?
said, wait, hold on.
That's what they call Nay.
Wait,
Nay,
wait
that's
now.
what they
What
call
I
it.
said-
I was just playing.
Hold on. What I said was technically, yes, you have been single. I was gonna say you tried to get into a relationship, you tried to get to know somebody, but that somebody just didn't act right.
Exactly.
I said that's
So see, that's what I'm
the
saying.
last one that I knew of.
People are not worth me, so therefore I'm still single. You got to be worth me. You got to be worth the kid. If you're not worth the kid, then you got to go and move around.
So wait a minute. Okay, so you're saying that you're waiting on the one. You're waiting on that one that's going to be able to fully complete you on all different levels. Are you just saying? And since you said you haven't been in anything committed since 2014, that's a lot of years. So do you feel like just really your personality that you prefer a poly life to where you could get that relationship with like multiple, like 4 or 5
She can get everything she need if she dates.
Do you feel like
no,
you
actually,
know in yourself that that's what you need to complete you and your love, whatever?
No, actually, see, my problem is not that I want a poly life. It's just I'm selfish, and if somebody can't put me first, then they got to move on. And that's just
I
it.
understand that.
I'm
the same
Keisha.
way, cuz.
You know what? And that's that's it. It's just because of the type of person that I am, the things that I do, and I go out of my way for my woman. And if she cannot put me first or whatever, then yeah, I will live a fucking poly life my whole life if it need be. Because it's gonna take more than just saying, "Hey, babe, I'm home," to satisfy me. It's more than that, because I'm gonna go out of my way, because these flowers just don't come during special occasions, and I'm gonna make sure that I go out, I get these flowers dyed, her favorite color, or whatever it is she wants, whatever it is she likes. But if I can't get that in return, if it's just the same boring, same missionary shit, then gone on to the next one. Because shit, I've left this country 9 times, and you know what? The people that I've been around in relationships with, my past relationships, I can tell you none of them would have left this country with me, because they so stuck in they own mind frame. Oh, well, I can't do this and I can't do that. You better live a little bit.
This is another topic. So okay.
All right, ladies. Well, y'all, we done talked about polyamorous living.
Polyglamorous lifestyle.
Yeah, polyglamorous.
So whoever lives the
polyglamorous.
poly lifestyle, I mean, shit, just be careful. I mean, y'all going out there, get y'all HIV test, do everything you need to do, because I make sure I get my HIV test every January. Like clockwork.
Shirley Tickle.
I say to
For
each
real.
his own.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because there's people judging the gay life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They judge us for the life that we live. So I'm definitely not judging any.
No judgment here on
polyamorous
that
lifestyle.
All the different extensions and bridges, all that. Oh yeah.
That's right. Be careful. And you only live one life. You only live one life. So you have to live. You have to live the life that's going to make you happy, regardless of what everybody else on the outside is saying about you or how they look at you.
That's what
you have to do what makes you happy.
I was agreeing with you on that because
go ahead, Tanya.
And don't be ashamed.
No, I was just saying I agree with that because if you're not honest about it, coming to the honest part about who you are and what you want, I mean, you know what I'm saying? There's no shame to it. You shed years off of yourself. It makes you miserable and unhappy. I'm saying, and it's a waste of time for everybody that you fool with. So definitely, if that's you, be honest about it. Be upfront about it.
I think that's one of the best relationships when you can be honest about it. I have Nicole said the only woman my wife and I choose to do that with is Jill Scott.
Honey, go ahead on. Yes, Jill. Yes.
Hey y'all.
But you know what? I don't know if everybody's like me. I'm a foodie, but I do love to taste my food. I love to taste every piece of seasoning in my food. So therefore, I have to watch what I put in my mouth. I can't put every female in my mouth because I like to put food in my mouth. So like I say, to each his own. Whatever they do, just be careful. Just don't ask me to drink after me.
Right, I promise. If y'all can't hear me shit again, that motherfucker in that left corner got problems. That's why we've been vibing. Fuck you, like square business.
What?
You stupid.
You cutting out, Nate. You can't talk shit and cut out.
Okay.
Pick the phone up.
Talk noise.
I'm talking shit like y'all can't hear me. I am
Girl, come on. Say it.
That's why that motherfucker in that left corner got problems. That motherfucker said they like to taste their food. Y'all better listen to that motherfucker when she talking. Y'all better hit that bitch, get in her DM. Goddamn it, she ain't.
I'm done. Straight talk. I swear to God. Father God, come in and bless us, Lord.
So any of you women out there who wants to have a polyamorous relationship, over in the left-hand corner,
hit me up. Nah, I'm playing.
All right.
No, I'm playing.
You ain't playing, cuz. You ain't playing.
Don't do that.
Sway low. Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
With the name Sway Low, you already know what time it is.
What Sway Low?
You already know what time it is. Sway Low.
Nah,
you gonna sway low on the ass.
Nah, I'm good. I'm good. You a fool, cuz. You a fool.
All right,
y'all. Y'all, it's been Str8 Talk, no BS. Y'all make sure y'all go like and share and subscribe
to our
YouTube channel. And also share our show.
Tell a friend, spread the word, share the love.
All right, y'all. And this is our season 3, and this is actually our first show back.
Hey.
The last shows that y'all saw were just replays of when we were fresh out the womb.
Ooh, thanks for the patience.
Yes, thank y'all for tuning in and showing support. We appreciate everybody. Again, like, share, okay? Subscribe, do all of that good stuff.
Do that.
And Connie, we appreciate you stopping
thank you
in
so
with
much
us tonight.
Everybody in the comments, thank y'all for sharing and jumping in. We appreciate it.
And y'all, I'm going to tell y'all again, make sure that y'all tune in to my other show, New World Star. Y'all can find some good musicians. Matter of fact, go check out the guy who just won our last show.
Yes,
his name is Snoopy92. Or he can be found on Facebook as Kenneth Stewart. Y'all go check it out if y'all into that Caribbean
Southern
style music.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, that boy got it going on. He fired. So ladies, make sure y'all go check Snoopy92 out. Okay?
On all platforms.
And then make sure that y'all tune into my show, New World Star Knockout, Friday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. All right, y'all. It's been Str8 Talk, no BS. We love all of y'all. Y'all have a good night.